Second day of the World Trade Forum. I'm here today with Professor Krzysztof Pelc from McGill University. Professor, you just presented a new paper on the authorship of WTO rulings. What were your main highlights of this presentation?
Yeah, so we've been interested in who writes the rulings of the WTO. And, I think there's an assumption that just as the baker bakes the bread, so too does the judge write the ruling. And what we show here is that actually the Secretariat, which is this permanently staffed part of the WTO, actually has a really big hand in the writing, but also the decision-making elements of rulings. So they have an agenda-setting role insofar as they write what's called an issues paper, which the adjudicators receive even prior to meeting. And this issues paper sets out the questions being asked and the legal issues to be decided, and actually offers options for how to decide them. And then what we show using these automatic text analysis tools is that if you actually compare the relative influence of the panelists, the adjudicators, and the Secretariat members, we find that the Secretariat members have far more of a big role to play. And this matters insofar as the figure of the judge, of the adjudicator, is often held up as being especially legitimate. And so if it turns out that it's essentially technocrats who are writing the rulings, an institution especially where the words really matter, right? So the WTO produces very long reports. These are cited by subsequent decisions. And so it matters who holds the pen. And it matters for accountability, it matters for legitimacy. And so what we want is to kind of open a discussion about something that, frankly, is often called an open secret in Geneva, a secret polichinelle, that the Secretariat is actually the one doing a lot of the drafting of the rulings. And what we'd like to do is open a discussion about, whether this is in keeping with the mandate of the Secretariat and the interests and incentives of the states.
Professor, thank you so much for the insights into your paper, and enjoy the rest of the World Trade Forum. Thank you.
Thank you.